Born and raised, here locally in North Mankato, Minnesota. Attended Mankato West High School. I graduated from there. We went on to Minnesota State University. I didn't choose to attend Minnesota State University. Visited the campus on 2 different occasions, and both times I walked off feeling this doesn't feel right for me. I said, okay, I'll go to MSU, and today it was very much so the right decision. I got a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science as an undergraduate degree, and then I got a Master of Arts degree in Public Administration. For me, it was a great opportunity to try a lot of, new things and new experiences. Obviously, the independence of choosing what classes you wanted to go to, what interests you wanted to sit back and take in. I was involved in Student Senate for 2 years. Joined Phi Delta Theta in the fall of my junior year. A lot of times after our fraternity meetings at night, we'd either go to Maggie's or we'd go to the Tavern in the Ab afterwards. And big thing back then was playing darts. Dr. Barbara Jones was the Greek advisor, and she was in charge of student activities. Barb always challenged people to try to better themselves as students and to think a little bit more outside the box, but continue to make the impression of how can we make a difference not only in our lives but the people around us. Working in the student union, I worked in the Xerox printing area. I was in the Photoshop guy area for, probably 3 solid years, running prints. I remember very fondly Dr. Doran Hunter, who was very impressionable, very smart man. Alan Weiss in public administration. Milton Ochsner, there was a real throwback. Uncle Milty, Truman Wood. Probably the most significant impact during my time at MSU was the encouragement I got from Dr. Hunter and Dr. Weiss to do an internship with Congressman Vin Weber at the time out in Washington, D.C. It was an excellent opportunity to broaden one's horizons. That for me, for having them help me and push me getting and going, an experience that'll last a lifetime. I use the word Thanksgiving. Thankful for all the opportunities that they've given to me, the knowledge that the professors and the administrators on campus imparted to me and what they do for students, and thankful that they've allowed me the opportunity to become involved again. For the MSU Blue Line Club, I have served 7 years on the board, 5 years as the president of the organization. The Truman and Rita Wood Scholarship Board and raising money for the scholarship. I have established a scholarship at MSU. It's awarded to a men's hockey player. Serving advisor for 19 years to Phi Delta Theta fraternity, and Sunday night after Sunday night sitting in meetings with students, helping them get jobs and being a mentor for them. There's the Danielle Mundahl Community Service Award that's given to the women's hockey player who demonstrates the most community service minded during their year. MSU has honored me in a number of different ways. Back in 92 and in 2007, I received their Greek Advisor of the Year Award. And then I've also received the Jim Schaefer Service Award to the Athletic Department in 2005. And then my chapter in and of itself, I have 8 times since 1990 to the day have received my local chapter's Alumnus of the Year Award. I'm currently the Secretary-Treasurer for the MRCI Foundation. What I would encourage students today is a couple of different things. One is the ability to distinguish yourself. How are you enhancing not only the degree that you have, but applying those skills, and what's going to set you apart from all my other applicants, not only when you're getting your first job, but when you're 40 years old. The other thing I would encourage students to do is demonstrate their ability to adapt to changing situations. And last but not least, I would encourage them that they need to be willing to give of their time to better mankind. So take the opportunities that are given to you while you're still in school to get involved in clubs and organizations and to do community service projects. MSU has given you more than an education. They've given you a lot of opportunities. And if you can afford it, give time back and talent back to them so that future generations can have better. And how can I, through MSU, give back to future generations that will help continue to make not only the Mankato area, the United States, but the world a better place to live?